looked like something from Texas that we've been watching on the news. Is that what it was?
Yeah. There was a picture of it, and it is incredible.
Wow.
It literally looks like a wall of water.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then, they had that accident on Fane Road.
Yes, with the semi-truck.
Yeah, it flipped over, so it was in the middle, so people literally had to turn around, cross over, and go all the way back around because there's no other exits to get on. So it was a big issue.
Big issue yesterday. Did you find yourselves caught in the middle of anything?
No.
Good. How about you, Matt?
No, I was at the office working, but
Yeah.
I did get lots of phone calls about the semi-truck that was blown over by the wind.
Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff, huh? Well, my daughter was in Prescott Valley, and she was like, is it raining in Prescott? And we're like, it's raining. And she's like, well, I'm in Prescott Valley, and it is amazing what they experience. The hail
Hurricane.
and the wind, and then later the flooding. So we received a half an inch at our house yesterday. I'm happy to report with the new water gauge. What did you get?
We're over 6.
So you can't. Okay, we can't do it that way. Either you're
half an inch.
because I said to Scott, I said, you poured it out. You can't pour it out. You got to accumulate, right? Like you're doing. But now I know specifically what we got in one storm.
So what
which
did you
is
get
better?
Last night?
Just a half an inch yesterday. Yeah.
And we got, when I say just a hair under half an inch.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And again, depends on the trees and how the winds come, how the rain's coming in.
Right.
But I mean, overall, if you look at that, that's since what, the 15th to now, over 6 inches.
Right.
Think about this. They got about 4.5 inches yesterday in about an hour.
Yeah,
That's
that how much they got? 4.5?
Yeah.
Holy smokes, that's crazy.
Total deluge.
Yeah,
I wish I could find that picture because it's ominous when you look at this.
Yeah, well, you'll have to look for it. From the Leza Live Jimbo D weather desk, he received just over half an inch yesterday. He's doing what we're doing.
Right,
per storm.
Yeah.
Well, because you do it every day.
Right.
And then you write it down, and then you add it up.
Yeah.
That'll tell you how much for the week or the month
right.
or whatever.
I kind of want to know per storm. But yeah, we're in the pines, so and Scott put it right in the middle of the deck because you're trying to catch it, a free catch, if you will, a clean catch, if you will.
Versus dirty.
If you're a woman, you know what that means.
What's
but
a
anyway,
dirty catch? Is that like Drew?
No.
He's a dirty catch?
No. But you don't want it to,
more than
you don't want it to hit the trees. You don't want the wind to blow. Yeah. So anyway, we're having fun with our water gauges here on Leza.
Direct input is what we're talking about.
And you put it out in the deck that's not covered, right?
Right.
Just making sure.
I didn't put it up. Scott did. Now that was, that was an insult to Scott.
Oh, I would never insult Scott.
I didn't think so.
Mr. Dandis is a good friend.
Well, the thing is that it's just a unit of measure to give you an idea of what you're getting.
Yes.
But
it's not scientifically
right, because
what
we get as you go higher up in the elevations, we're going to get more naturally.
Right.
It's just the way it works.
Yep.
Unfortunately, a lot of times what happens is it goes by, it drops us, okay?
Yeah.
But the big cell passes on, hits that other heat as soon as it hits the flatland, and then just dumps.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, every place got water yesterday.
Yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. There is a schedule conflict for Taco Tuesday today. So we have this big plan. We're going to Danny B's. We've been talking about it for a week. We're going to leave at 4. We're going to drive out there, have an early dinner. But guess what?
What you mean we, Kimosabi?
Yeah, I'm still going. You ain't stopping me.
I have a schedule. I have a nail appointment at 4:00. And I'm leaving for vacation tomorrow, so I got to get them done. So I'm going to put a call into this morning and see if there's any chance she can do them earlier. If not, I'm out.
Well, there'll be another Taco Tuesday at Danny B's.
I know.
No, I would not let nails get in the way of a delicious lobster taco.
I have a broken nail.
Why are you showing me your favorite finger? Rude.
I have a broken nail is what I'm showing you.
No, that's not. No, that is your
Anyway,
favorite finger.
I called Kelly Tolbert. We were all on board. Scott's father. We're going to caravan out there, and so Scott and his dad are still on.
Don't forget to cancel the Sherpa.
packed snacks for the gentleman. But anyway, so if I can't make it, I'm going to have Scott pick me up some, and then I'll have him later, which may or may not be a good idea. We'll just have to report on it tomorrow.
You know that's dangerous.
What?
What if Scott gets hungry halfway back to Prescott?
Well, that is an
Oh, there's
issue.
no doubt. He's coming back empty-handed. Don't even bother.
Well,
Why would you even put it in the car?
I'm pretty
Right.
sure eating with you guys out there at Danny B's, he's going to get enough. I mean, no woman there to tell him he can only order one meal, not
Like he listens
couple.
anyway?
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyway, we'll know later on if Cherry can do some magic. I don't know. I've been waiting for a week and a half for this appointment, so probably not.
Well, Scott can get all his own gator bites
Yeah,
and bring those. But
that's right.
seriously, nails are more important than eating lobster tacos.
Yes, when you're leaving for vacation tomorrow and you've got a broken
It's
nail.
a gal thing.
I have to put it off camera to show him which nail it is.
Oh, no, she just loves to do it. That's what it is.
So anyway, today's primary election day in Yavapai County and throughout the state. Polls are open right now till 7 tonight, right? And
it.
if you're still holding on to that early ballot, do not drop it in the mail. You're too late. You need to take it over to the Yavapai County building. They have a lovely little box. You just put it in there. And last time I did it, there were people standing by to make sure that it was safe. So if that's your concern. And they say that if you're in line by 7, you can still vote. But I don't think there's going to be lines because most people have taken care of their ballots and have sent them back.
I would agree with that, but there's always those last minute people that
Yeah.
just, no matter what, it's like, oh, I'll
Yeah,
just come underneath the wire.
Right. They like the excitement. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's-
got to find your excitement somehow in this life, Drew.
Well, I would imagine
For
if
some of
asked-
you, it's Danny B's. For
Yeah.
others, it's, getting in under the wire
Right.
with their ballot.
Well, that'll make Michelle Burchell happy, at least if it gets in before the deadline.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see what all transpires, right?
Did you vote?
I am an independent, so I have to go vote because I have to ask for either or.
one.
Yeah. So I will be doing that today. I've got a very busy day today. I'm trying to play 9 holes with Carol, dodging rain. Is it going to rain today?
That just sounds like you're having a terrible day.
No, I'm having a
Oh my
great
God.
day.
All I got to do is look outside.
Well, it looks like it's gonna, and I brought my bumper chute just in case.
Okay, your bumper chute is there.
Bumper chute.
Bumper chute.
Yeah.
Well,
still
just
sounds
so
like
you
a
know,
He said bumper shoes.
bumper. Yep.
Like a bumper
Like
shoes?
a bumper, like on your car.
Gotcha.
A bump.
Got it.
Got it. Anyway, just to let you know, we
Yes, sir.
are in a flood watch effect from 11 a.m. through this evening, the whole evening.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's usually they say.
What does that mean? Flood watch effect.
Well, if it's
It
a
could
flood
happen.
watch, it means it could happen.
Okay.
Okay, versus a
Warning.
warning,
That it
which
is gonna
it's
happen.
coming.
Okay.
Warning says, okay,
Okay.
it's coming, folks.
Okay, so
it's
we're
like ready,
watching.
set, and go.
Okay.
But we do have a flood watch in effect today. 50% chance.
Okay.
Okay, so that tells you, and again,
Mm-hmm.
light winds, pretty much a carbon copy of yesterday with a high of 84. And then for tonight, 40% tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, and a low of 65. And then on Wednesday, it drops down to 30%. Wednesday night, 10%, and then starts going back up because we got another storm coming in. So we're going to have weather for another, I hope it rains for another week and a half,
Yeah.
2 weeks. Let's
Yeah.
get it done. Let's get the lakes filled up,
Yeah.
get the reservoirs done,
Right.
so we can stop hearing people complain about
Right.
water.
Well, if it can come after 3, that would work best for me. But I'm just one person.
I'll see what I can do with the big man upstairs.
Okay.
Hey, the good news is you're not going to get the wind.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So
Yeah.
that'll help you on the course.
And we can golf in rain, just not lightning.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I wouldn't do it.
You
but-
wouldn't do it.
No, I'll melt. I'm a witch.
That's true. I thought it was because you're so sweet, but now we know the real
Okay.
reason.
Oh, it is because I'm sweet.
I need to correct you. You would be a warlock.
Right.
Not unless you're going to go on the other side.
Well, you know
no,
what?
Drew, you can't identify me.
We do not need to go there. I mean, there's not that there's anything wrong with it. Matt can be whoever Matt wants to be.
Yay!
Hey, you guys, I've got great news.
can't
Today
wait. Today.
is, do you know what today is?
Taco
Besides
Tuesday.
primary voting day, Taco Tuesday, it is
It's raining
National
tacos.
Junk Food Day.
National what?
Junk Food Day.
Oh, wonderful.
Cue the junk food junkie song, Matt.
It's always junk food day. It's raining tacos.
It might rain. It's gonna rain tacos for you guys. Yeah. So okay, let me ask you: if calories didn't count today, what's your ultimate junk food? Pick it. Ultimate. I mean, I hear Scott all the way over at Press Glass hollering, "Whataburger!"
I wouldn't call Whataburger junk food.
Yes,
that's a meal.
No.
That's
That is
delicious.
junk. That is junk food.
Delicious.
Fast food's junk food.
Nope.
Okay, what's it gonna be?
I don't know. Chocolate, something.
Chocolate, something sweet for
Something
Matt.
sweet. I'm
Yeah,
all about the
yeah.
sweets.
Okay.
Cakes,
Bananas,
pies.
banana split.
banana split, ice cream.
The
I love
more the
sweets.
better.
They're
Okay.
all on the same level. I get
Okay.
so much, picked on for that, but
Oh.
all sweets.
I thought
are
you
on
were
the
going to say
same
so
level
much
for me.
pleasure. So much pleasure from the sweets.
I do.
Yeah,
And that's the problem. That's why I look like
Well, you
a
know.
banana split.
What about you, Drew? Ultimate junk food.
Ultimate junk food?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think I'm going to even sound a little healthy here and go for, John brought up that pie shake thing
Yeah.
at,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and they have a blueberry pie that I go there and I get the vanilla ice cream. I never thought about putting them in together and blending it,
Yeah.
but that sounds really
That
good.
does sound good, huh?
Yeah, that sounds really good. So
Well,
I might have to go with that.
Mine's going to be nachos. I mean, a big plate of nachos with.
But that's not junk food.
That's junk food. Corn chips and beans and meat and cheese and sour cream and
Fiber,
guacamole
protein,
and
cheese.
jalapenos and pico and salsa.
That's not junk
That's
food.
junk
just a
food.
meal like Whataburger. Not
No,
junk
no.
food.
Okay,
Junk
well,
food-
our
junk food to
our
me would be
versions,
like McDonald's.
our
okay?
definitions are different.
Yeah,
Very
McDonald's would be junk food.
Okay, McDonald's. Well, what if I'm getting my nachos at Taco Bell?
Junk food.
Sans lettuce.
Junk food.
I was gonna
for
say
sure.
that depends how long it's
I
in your body.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't put lettuce on my tacos. I mean, on my nachos. Do you?
No,
No.
that's kind of weird.
No. Okay. Well, so it's not pizza. It's not McDonald's. You say donuts, ice cream,
Anything sweet.
anything sweet.
Basically.
Okay. All right. It's also National Be Someone Day. A wonderful reminder that one small act of kindness can change someone's day or even their life. So be someone today for someone else.
I'm someone every day.
You pretty much are. Yep. Someone for me every day. I'm not going to say what it is, though.
It's the AC. We'll just admit it.
It's Invite an Alien to Live with You Day.
Illegal or extraterrestrial?
Illegal. Well, be careful there.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is it illegal or extraterrestrial?
I think they mean extraterrestrial. E.T.
How do you know I'm not already living
Phone
with
home.
one?
Well,
I was thinking Mork for Mork.
oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Oh God, that'd be hilarious.
That,
Yeah, the whole mess of those guys.
man, that was a great show, and he was a great comedian, Robin Williams, and that show was funny. He was an alien living with what's her face?
Yeah.
What was her name? Mindy.
Yeah, Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy.
Yeah, it was Mork and Mindy.
Look at us.
Nanu Nanu.
Nanu.
No, that's
Nanu,
Star
nanu.
Trek.
I can't do that.
That's Star Trek.
Didn't they go Nanu Nanu? Yes, they did. They went Nanu Nanu.
Yeah.
Come on, Matt. Nanu Nanu.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I was gonna say I might get cut by your broken nail.
This one? This one?
Yeah, that one.
It's National Lamington Day, celebrating the classic Australian sponge cake covered in chocolate and coconut.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
John will love that.
Yeah.
It's Legal Drinking Age Day.
12?
Commemorates the establishment of the national minimum drinking age of 21. 12? Did you start drinking when you were 12?
Italian household.
Yeah?
I mean,
Wine with dinner?
You'd sit down. Grandpa would take your 7-Up, put a little wine in it, and then give it to you. That's just
Yeah.
what it was.
At
It
12
was-
years old.
Yeah.
I'm shocked it took him double digits.
Yeah.
I figured it'd be 9.
No, that was my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's all right, that's it. That's it. That's all I got for daily designations. And I do have some news though. John Russ brought to me. I probably should have utilized this at the beginning of the show. Prescott Valley Police report roundup drive from Cattle Track to Fulton remains closed due to yesterday's flooding. There are still downed trees in the viewpoint area. Also, what Drew said. Yavapai County is under a flash flood watch. So there you go.
Yeah.
Not so breaking news. Yeah.
Well, we need
Yeah.
the rain. Hopefully it comes steady versus just deluge, but we have no choice of it. So just
Right.
got to take the good with the bad or the
That's
bad
right.
with the good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. We were warned. We knew. We knew it was going to happen.
Hey, this happens
Yeah.
every year.
Yeah,
It's called
it does.
monsoon season.
So I have two really good stories that I'm going to say for tomorrow. One
Okay.
of them has to do with a man being arrested for surfing naked on a train. There's a little teaser for you. You're not going to want to miss it. That's tomorrow here on Leza Live. Coming up next, though, we are going to be talking with the Arizona Crisis Team. These people show up long after the first responders are gone, and they're going to tell us all about it. That's coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. So, can I encourage all you ladies to do something? Schedule that appointment you've been putting off. Seriously, we all have a tendency to move our own health to the bottom of the list, but I've learned that taking care of yourself isn't selfish, it's necessary. I've been a patient at Prescott Women's Clinic, and what I love is that they care for women through every stage of life. They listen, they educate, they partner with you in your health journey, and after more than 40 years of caring for women in our community, they've earned the trust of generations of families. If you've been meaning to prioritize your health, let today be the day you finally make that call. The number is 928-778-4300, or go online to PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. For Matt to
I'm
bring up
getting
the
there.
mic. Thank you, Matt. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. I have a wonderful gathering in studio today. We have Donna Gallagher, the Executive Director and Dispatcher for the Arizona Crisis Team. Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Lisa.
We have Pam Gillespie.
Very good.
Gillespie.
Yes.
And, Bob. Bob, help me out with the last name.
Sure, it's Fasella.
Fasella, Bob Fasella, and you two are volunteers with the Arizona Crisis Team.
Yes.
Yes, wonderful. So we're going to have a nice conversation today about the good work that your team does for our community. For listeners who have never heard of the Arizona Crisis Team, what exactly does ACT do?
ACT stands for Arizona Crisis Team. However, we do a lot more than that. We respond to our 911 community, first responders. They get on scene, and they are focusing on usually a tragedy when we're involved, and there are family members around or friends or people that are outside of the tragedy area that they're dealing with, and they call us to help them, and we're just there for that first bit of time.
Wow, that's so wonderful. I'm sure there's a huge need for that.
There
Your
is.
motto is compassion in action. And what does that mean in the middle of someone's worst day? I mean, what does it look like?
It looks like whatever they need, whatever they're experiencing. If they're in shock, talking to them, letting them talk, sometimes being quiet,
Right.
sometimes finding out if they have eaten that day, finding out if the dog's been fed, that sort of thing,
Right.
just whatever they need.
Right.
And they often don't know what to do next.
Sure.
What's going on? They're in shock.
Mm-hmm.
And even it's amazing how many people have not discussed end of life plans.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're dealing with these people that are just traumatized from the event that's just happened.
Sure.
And they don't know what's next. So we can help keep them on that path of what they need to think along, the things they need to think of right then. We also communicate between the first responders, the medical examiner's office, and our clients, as we call them,
Right.
just to help them know what is next, and then to help them see the good. If they're feeling guilt or feeling different emotions, we help them steer them towards seeing the bigger picture, as we call it in training, so they can start feeling they're in control again.
Sure, sure. That's good work. That's really good work. Tell us how it got started. I mean, it's a 501c3 nonprofit.
Yes.
And volunteers basically make up the huge portion of this team.
Oh, yes, almost everybody.
Right.
It started in 2000
Okay.
as TIP, and that is a national network of nonprofits that is a franchise. And so since we do everything in-house, in 2017, we went to ACT just as we do all of our own things. And Sue Rutherford was a driving force at the beginning, and this is really her baby, her legacy we're living on. And we do all volunteers for all of our people who go on scene. Everybody, we get help from the community a lot of times. I have friends that volunteer a lot of their services to help us through, getting out there and all that sort of thing. So,
And we cover the entire county, and it is a very large county.
Yes, yes. How many volunteers do you have on the team?
right around 50-ish.
50.
Approximately
Wow.
50.
That's wonderful.
But we're available 365 days a year,
Yes.
24/7.
24/7. So, Bob, let's get you in the conversation.
Sure.
So, how does it work as a volunteer? Do you get a call? Say somebody had a house fire and they need a member of ACT to be on the scene to help
Sure.
that family. So the fire's at 2 a.m. Do you get the call when?
Very quickly,
Yeah.
usually. The first responders are very often anxious to get us there as quickly as possible.
Sure, so they can
Uh,
do their job,
Exactly,
right?
exactly, and
Mhm.
they've got a tough job to begin with.
Sure.
But they're always happy to see us, and which is kind of heartwarming.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing that I do, and I think every volunteer does, is we really try to listen, because we're trying to learn what are the real needs of these people,
Sure.
and try to satisfy that. We're not there gonna be there to make everything go away, cure everything, or anything like that. But identifying what's on their mind and what will most help them is the best thing we can start with.
Sure, sure. So you get the call, and they're like, "We need somebody." So does it come? It comes to dispatch,
Comes
right? From the first responders,
911
from 911.
dispatch.
Okay.
They call their dispatch when they
Right.
see, we're going to need an act on
Right.
the scene. Their dispatch puts out a call to us, and we always have a dispatcher on call, and they call the person who is on shift that day.
So you have definite shifts. So you could be expecting a call during that shift.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're required to do 3 12-hour shifts a month.
Okay.
We often will do more. We're a great group of volunteers. It's like we just had someone's father is having surgery, so they couldn't do their shift tomorrow. So yesterday the feeler was put out, who can cover, and a volunteer always steps up, at least one. So it's nice. It's a 12-hour shift where you just are ready, But you can go about your day. I go to the gym almost every shift I'm on, but
Sure.
I'm ready,
In
and I
case.
don't get all sweaty. But I'm ready
Sure.
to be in my car within 5 minutes and on the road.
Just like a first responder.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like a first responder. Okay, we have to take a commercial break, and when we come back, I want to hear who makes a good volunteer for ACT. And if somebody's listening and thinking, "Wow, I'm not trained. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. What kind of training people get, and who makes a good ACT volunteer?" That's coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Right now, did you know that for centuries we've been mining turquoise? I'm sure you knew that, but it's considered a sacred stone to Native American people, mainly mined in the Southwest. It represents life, protection, and connection to the sky. That same timeless beauty adorns many modern-style handcrafted jewelry and is a treasured statement piece for collectors and fashion lovers alike. And at Black Arrow, Native American Jewelry and Art in downtown Prescott, they honor this history with authentic handcrafted pieces. Discover your story. Explore the tradition and beauty of genuine turquoise at Black Arrow in downtown Prescott, or you can visit them online at blackarrowgallery.com. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. We're talking about the Arizona Crisis Team this morning. We have Donna, Pam, and Bob in, and we have Ginger on the phone. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, Leza. Good morning, team. How are you all today?
Hi, Ginger.
Hi.
Hey, I just wanted to give a real quick shout out, Leza. I know there are a lot of Prescott remember what happened in my world, and I joined ACT, and I love ACT. What a wonderful organization. But I joined about, I think, 2 or 3 months ago, and I've had the privilege to be with the family and survivors of victims throughout our area. And I'll tell you, if you ever have a consideration to volunteer for an organization, Arizona Crisis Team is absolutely phenomenal, and I encourage people to join me as a volunteer.
Wonderful. What made you want to be part of ACT, Ginger?
Well, when I lost my daughter 2 years ago next month, and I understand how much your mind is, I call it like you're hit with a semi-truck. All of a sudden you have a tragedy, and your mind is kind of spinning, and you are not certain what to do and where to go and where to turn. And having an ACT volunteer show up, and we offer so many excellent resources, and we help. What I tell my clients when I meet with them is that, let me help you navigate this tragedy, because I am here to help, to buffer that. we will stay with these clients from, anywhere from an hour to 3 hours and help guide them through this tragedy. So it's a great organization.
Well, that is a great testament from you, Ginger.
Thanks, Ginger.
I'm sure being part of ACT has really helped with your recovery from the trauma that you've experienced in the past couple of years. And I appreciate you calling in. We love having you on, Ginger.
Love you, Ginger.
Yep.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
You too.
Ah, so nice of her to call in. So let's talk about that. I mean, what Ginger said, great testimony on why volunteers should get involved with ACT. And so tell me, who makes a good volunteer?
I think we've talked about how so many of our friends all say, "Oh, I could never do that because I'd cry, I'd this, that, and the
Right.
other," and Pam makes a good point.
Yeah, when I've had so many people say, "Oh, I could never do that. I'm too emotional. I would cry too much." And at first I was offended because it's like, well, what do you think, I'm a cold-hearted?
Yeah. Finish that sentence on your own.
Yeah. And I finally realized, it's like, do you hear what the first word of every one of those sentences was? I.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you become an ACT volunteer, you learn that you are there. You're not a counselor. You're not there to fix anything. You're there to help them. And it's not your tragedy.
Right.
And you see beauty. There's so much beauty in what we see too. I mean, grief is, as I see it, grief is a byproduct of love. And we see so much love in what we do that it's... To be a volunteer, what does it take? It takes somebody who's willing to donate, 12-hour shifts
Sure.
only 3 times a month. We schedule our own. We not everyone is as long in the tooth as they say, as Bob and I. We have younger volunteers too. We have volunteers that work full time because you make your own schedule. And like I said, somebody's always ready to fill in. So
Right.
what makes a good volunteer is somebody that has compassion and that wants to help.
If you see a fire truck pull up in your neighborhood and you go over to say, "What's going on? What can I do? Don't park here. You guys park over there." If you just are that person,
Right.
that's all it takes.
Okay, very
Just the
good.
person that steps up.
Yes. Okay, so Bob, I want to hear your story. What made you interested in becoming an ACT volunteer?
Well, I worked in a court system for 30 years.
Okay.
So I was around first responders quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I have a great deal of respect for them as a group, a family. And I saw this as a way I could be a benefit not only to the people who are going through the tragedy, but also to the first responders. I'm in a position, therefore, to free them up, for them to do the job that they're trained for, and at the same time, they're not dealing with, "Oh, I'm deserting this poor person who
Right.
needs me there."
Sure, sure.
And that's really fulfilling for me. And so that's one of the reasons I got into it.
Yeah.
Just my own background.
So do you need, is there extensive training? How does it work once you have decided you want to do it? You've signed up. I'm sure that there's a form you have to fill out. And then
Always.
what? Yeah.
Always a form.
Yes. Then what happens?
There's a form on our azcrisisteam.org website,
Okay.
and that's how you can get started. And basically, you'll be communicated with, and we have a training in October, the 10th, 11th, and 17th. So we have them in spring and fall.
Okay.
And we get everybody lined up. They have to go through background checks and all of that.
Sure.
They have 3 days of training. That doesn't sound like much, but it's pretty compressed
Yeah,
and
it's a full
extensive.
day.
Full days of training.
Okay.
And at the end, people are nervous and they think, "Oh my gosh," but we always say the training will kick in, and we have heard that time and time again. They're out on a scene, and all of a sudden the little voice in the back of their head says, "Oh, this is where I step up and do this."
Right, right.
And I tell them too, I'm one of the trainers, that it's like, yes, you'll go on your first call, but every call is a bit like a first call because you never know
not the
what
same.
you're walking into.
Sure, sure.
And sometimes we even get the wrong information. Or you're walking into somebody who lost their husband and it's that, and it wasn't their husband, it was their kid, you know. So
Sure.
there's different scenarios.
Yeah.
I think it's important for people who are interested in getting into this to realize it's okay to be scared. You know, it's okay to be nervous. Every one of us who have started this is nervous, very nervous. And I think, like Pam says, we never really lose that because we're walking in and everything is different.
Sure.
There's nothing like a normal call.
Right.
And you need to be able to listen, to respond to those circumstances, and to really try to make a connection with the people you're dealing with.
Right, right. I could see why you all are involved in ACT, because you all seem like you care a lot, and you wanna help people when they need it. Let's talk about the training a little bit. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I want to know what that training looks like. You say it's all day long. You know, you're gonna teach somebody to be a trauma counselor in 3 days. So let's hear all about that coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're happy you're here. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We're talking about the Arizona Crisis Team. We have Donna Gallagher, Pam Gillespie. It
Close.
should be easy enough.
Gillespie.
Gillespie.
Like in Dizzy.
Gillespie, yes. And Bob Fasella in. And we're talking about volunteers, people volunteering to be part of the crisis team here in Yavapai County. And there's a 3-day training you just shared with us. Talk us through that. What does that look like?
The training is intense. It's 8 to 5 on a Saturday and Sunday, and then the following Saturday, 8 to 5. We cover a lot of intense things, but we do have fun too. We keep it light. We keep it as light as we can.
Sure.
Because we have to go over, we do calls to suicides, we do calls to drownings, to trail, on
Death.
the other side, trail deaths, and natural causes and not natural causes, overdoses. So we have to cover these things, and we cover how to deal with children in trauma, how to get people, like I said before, to see the big picture instead of just thinking, oh, had I not fought with him last night, you know.
Right.
And
sure.
so we train people just how, like Bob said, to listen to what our clients need and then to respond to that.
And there's specific things to say and not
Right.
to say.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
That you would never think of, but
Right.
we try to avoid those secondary traumas.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what?
Like, oh, he's in a better place.
yeah.
You know, these,
Yeah.
and often we deal with the friends or neighbors that come over and are making comments that, because of the training, we know really aren't going to help. 'Cause
Sure.
it's like, no, he's not in a better place. He should be here with me still.
Right.
You know, so we just go over scenarios like that
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So then after the training, do you as ACT decide whether they would make a great volunteer, or does everybody pretty much that reaches out to be part of it pass?
No.
No.
I think sometimes sometimes
Sure.
it's discovered people bring their own traumas to this that are trying to go through and be a volunteer. And sometimes they say, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
And they can step away. We can also say this might not be really a good fit for you. And we do look at that. That's a good thing to know ahead of time.
Right.
If you can.
Yes.
But Ginger was out, I think, right off the bat.
yeah.
The very day, and she did a marvelous job.
I'm
She's
sure.
good.
In fact, Red Cross called me after, and I said that's and was giving me a really good update on her. And
Yeah.
I said, oh well, that's great. That was her first call.
Yeah.
And he said, I'd never have known that.
Isn't that something? I love that she had an ACT volunteer help her through her trauma,
Many of ours.
and then realized, you know what, I could do this,
Yeah.
and probably helping her get through it as well. So
I think many of our volunteers have been through
Yeah.
some
things
sort
like
of
that.
And
yeah.
it's amazing that when we started training class, there's always a few that will drop out.
yeah.
It's usually they'll self-select themselves.
Sure, I'm sure
be
they
gone.
realize what
Yeah.
what they're getting into might be too heavy, might be like you said
Right.
earlier, too emotional, or just not equipped to handle
Right.
being a first responder. Really,
Yeah.
and that makes a lot of sense. The community, I really benefits from having an Arizona crisis team here. Does every community have
No.
something like what you guys do?
No, there are other types of organizations. Sometimes police departments have a volunteer or something like that will do that. We are only here in Yavapai County. I don't believe any other county in Arizona has something, but they'll have something similar that
Right.
maybe they can reach out to.
Right. Okay. And how are you funded?
Grants and some agency, the agencies we serve provide some cash.
Okay, so there's not a lot of overhead with the Arizona Crisis
No,
team.
we don't
because you have a
have-
lot of volunteers.
We have no physical building of any kind.
Right.
We all just work out of our homes and
sure.
dispatch out of our homes.
So what are you paying for? What is it that you have to pay for as an organization?
Snacks.
Insurance.
Snacks. Pam couldn't wait to tell me that.
Insurance, and there's just the cost of doing business, getting training manuals, printing,
Right, okay.
and we have resource guides that we go through like crazy.
Sure.
And,
Those are resource guides we give to our clients so that when we leave, they still have a phone number
Sure.
if they need something from us.
Yes.
And it also has a lot of information in it
Okay.
that they can read after the fact and maybe absorb a little bit more.
Okay, well, that just brought up another question. How long, generally, do you spend with these people? And is it just on the night of or the day of? Does it go on for weeks, or what does that look like?
For the most part, it's really concentrated into that one period of time immediately after, the event.
Right.
And it's rare for us to stay involved with something. I had one situation that Laura got me involved in because the CAFMA fire department asked us to step in. A young woman who was pretty much legally blind. Lived in a trailer with her mother. Her mother passed away the previous 2 weeks. And so they were on a call again to her house, and they asked us to come in to see if we could do anything. And so Laura sent me in, and I spent some time with her. And it's the kind of thing where I stayed involved for about a few days afterwards, and I tried to set up a support system for her with a food bank, and it's a rural community with a food bank, and also get some information on the possibility of low-cost housing for her. As it turns out, and I guess this is also a point you make with people, and that is that she declined all offers. And as I thought about it and talked with people in ACT, you can only do so much.
Sure.
People make their own decisions,
Sure.
and you live with that fact. So, and I think, yeah, there's a rare instance where we do follow up, but people are people. They're in charge of their lives.
Sure.
You know, we can provide assistance where we can, but it's their decision.
Yeah.
And we live with that.
And there are times when you show up and nobody wants to see you.
Yeah.
You basically say, that's fine, I'm going to be right here. And almost every time I'm aware of, when somebody has just been on scene, well, they need to know how to get this taken care of, or
Right.
what, and then you go, I have some information for you, let me help you with that. Or has anybody fed the dog lately, or
Right.
whatever. You can do a few little things. You just stand back. If they don't really want you there, they're emotionally not prepared to deal with somebody they don't know. But often, in any case I know of, you've been a help at the end. By the time you leave, you know you've done something good for them.
Yeah.
I was on a call once, and a gentleman came home and found in the afternoon from errands, and found that his wife had chosen to end her life by suicide. And they called for me, and when I came in, you could see this man was in total shock.
Sure.
And he didn't want to talk. And so I just sat next to him on the couch, gently touched his shoulder, and said, I'm here just for you. You can talk to me if you want. You don't have to, but I am here. And I probably sat next to that man without speaking for 15 minutes, which is pretty hard for me to do. And when he was ready, then I helped him. He was a religious man. He had me call his pastor. He had neighbors he was close to. Eventually, he had me go over to the neighbors and explain to them what had happened.
Yeah.
So different people need different
Sure.
things, and that's where it's like it's about them.
Right, right. I love that. He needed a minute just to kind of collect
Yeah.
his thoughts and what is it that I need help with right now.
Right.
And that's where you came in.
Yep.
Okay, we have to take our last break. When we come back, I want to know, do you think you help the clients or first responders more? That's a something to talk about when we come back here on Leza Live. Stay with us. And we're back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We're talking with some volunteers and the executive director of the Arizona Crisis Team. It has been such an enlightening conversation today. I'm so happy to know that Yavapai County has ACT on our side if we need them. And you guys are there in a time of need. Tell me, do you think that you help the people that you're there for or the first responders more on a scene?
I think primarily we're there for the clients, and they're the ones going through the trauma. There's no doubt we do help first responders, just in terms of them feeling free of conscience to get on with their jobs.
Sure.
I've actually had a couple calls where I've been on where I have run into the officer later on, and the officer wound up talking to me about a problem they were having, as I call it, raising your parents. You know, when you have an older parent. And the officer just wanted to talk to somebody, and I filled that role. So it wasn't necessarily at the call, but the fact that I was involved before, and the fact that we had some kind of rapport,
and
helped that officer. Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, the officers and the fire department personnel, they're people, you know, they really are.
Yeah.
And they have the same kinds of issues we all do.
That had to make you feel so good that he was comfortable to ask you your opinion. Okay, so you have another example for us, Pam.
Well, it's as the police have instructed us, as we know, every time there's a death, which is usually why we're called, it has to start off as a crime scene. And then they eliminate as they go. So in some instances, if it's a suicide or a drug overdose, the family members, the loved ones, the friends cannot go into that area at all. And I know that we're a great help in that situation, just keeping them engaged away from that.
Right.
And
letting them understand what's going
What's
on.
going on.
Somebody's
Yes.
in my house looking in drawers.
And
things.
often in situations like that, the uniform, this is our uniform. It's not intimidating.
Right.
And sometimes people, you know, they don't want an officer talking to them about something.
Right.
They'll tell us stuff they won't tell them.
Yeah, interesting. So when I asked during the break, how many volunteers do you guys need? You said 600. So that tells me that there's a huge need throughout the county.
There is.
And so you're asking people right now to consider becoming a volunteer if it's something that you think that you would get something out of and feel good about. And to go to the website and fill out the form.
azcrisisteam.org.
Right. And then you have training coming up in October, so this is perfect timing. So maybe put some thought to it if you've got a little extra time, 12-hour shift a couple times a month. And like you said, Pam, you can still go about your life. You're just ready to go when and if called. Yeah, so it's not a huge time commitment. That 12-hour shift, you may not hear from anybody.
Right.
So,
Often you don't.
Right.
And you learn if you're going to do your grocery shopping, you don't buy ice cream that day.
Right, because it might sit in the car.
I know there was a volunteer that she'd go to the movies.
Yeah.
But she had her phone.
And she could leave at any time.
Yep.
Sure.
She knew it was a possibility.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. How quick do you have to get there?
Within 5 minutes, you're to be in your car and on the road.
Okay.
And there are times on shifts where you're just finishing up a call, you're decompressing from that, and your dispatcher will call you and say, turn around, you're going back, you know.
Right.
So you just have to be ready for anything,
Yeah.
and you are.
Yeah. This has been such a great conversation. I know there's a lot of people listening saying, wow, you know what? I could do this. This is a way I can give back to the community. I can help people in their, darkest hour and get something out of it as well. So I really appreciate you all coming in. I appreciate the work that you do. And again, the website for more information, to sign up, to do whatever.
Anything. azcrisisteam.org.
Okay. And I congratulate you on 25 years here in our community. That is quite an accomplishment. And I hope you get lots of response from today's conversation.
Me too.
You're welcome.
Leza.
Everybody stay
Thank you,
dry.
Matt.
And thanks for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.